If one of your goals this year is to write more, stick around because I've got a really cool tool that can help you do just that. But first, if you're new here, hi, I'm Michaela Bucchianeri, psychologist turned copy coach, and I help you bring more of your in-person magic to your online presence, attracting dream clients, patients, and customers with words that connect. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe for new videos each week. So I recently sent an email to my list confessing that while I love to write, I almost never feel like writing. Here's what I mean. I love the actual process of writing, like once I've gotten going, but getting myself to sit down and start writing is often quite a hurdle for me. And over time, I've learned that the sooner I can rip that first writing band-aid off, the sooner I can get to the good stuff. So last year, I set myself the goal of building a writing habit into the earliest part of my day, like right when I get up. So I launched my own mini experiment to see if I could get over that first hurdle first thing in the morning, every single morning, if that would help me connect to more joy and ease in my writing when I did sit down to write for my business. Now, this was new for me, but it's not a new idea. Much has been written about the benefits of a daily writing practice. But rather than attempt this in a paper journal where I'd get hand cramps and probably give up, I decided to use a handy little website called 750 Words. Now, I'll share more about this later, but if you'd like to check it out for yourself, I'll link it in the description below. I'm not an affiliate for them. I just really have loved it and found it so helpful in adopting this new practice. Now, when I shared about 750 words with my email list recently, I was peppered with responses asking all kinds of great questions about it. So I've got those questions pulled up here, and let's just dive into some of the most common ones. First up, how long does it take? I wondered this too. I wasn't sure how long it would take me to write 750 words. So in terms of the actual length of the text, 750 words is about 3 standard typed pages. But in terms of time, that'll depend on a number of different factors. How quickly you write or type, whether you're interrupted as you're writing, whether you're thinking about what you're writing as you go, or you just go stream of consciousness, brain dump style. Because I'm doing this first thing in the morning, often when I'm still in my jammies, I like to use it as a brain dump. And I really try to not think too hard about what I'm writing. I just sort of dump words onto the page. I don't take breaks. I don't open other tabs. In fact, I make sure this is the only tab that's open at the time. And I also have made a concerted effort not to edit my writing as I go. This is a big one and has taken a lot of practice for me. By the way, if you struggle with the editing monster, I have a video on that, so go ahead and check it out right here. But in general, I've worked really hard to just leave the typos where they are, let my first word choice be my last word choice, and just keep moving through the exercise. And so over time, 750 words has calculated my average speed. And in general, it takes me right around 17 minutes to do my 750 words. I have no idea how that compares to other people's speed, but that just seems to be how long it takes me most of the time. Next up, what the heck am I supposed to write about? Well, this is part of the beauty of this practice. You can write about whatever you want. You could use that time to make to-do lists or write out grocery lists. You can process through a weird dream you had the night before, or wrestle with complex emotions about something you're anticipating or that's weighing on you. You could draft out a piece of content that you're working on in your business, or kind of script out your side of a conversation you're going to have later. Or you truly can just give yourself free rein to dump whatever is on your mind at the time. That's what I've been doing. I find that when I don't put constraints on myself and I just make it okay for my brain to go wherever it's going to go, the writing pretty much takes care of itself, and I almost always feel lighter when I wrap up. The next question I heard a lot of versions from my email subscribers was, how do I make this a habit? Like, I'm already struggling to write at all. How am I going to then start making a habit of writing every single day? Now, for this one, you'll really have to be kind of a detective and use what you know about your own behavior. I love James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, for learning how to do this really well in lots of different areas of your life. I'll link that below for you. But one of the ideas he talks about in that book is this notion of habit stacking, where you take something that is already a habit for you. You're already consistently doing it and it's fairly automatic for you. And linking it together with the new habit that you're trying to create. It can be really effective, especially if you're trying to do this like I have first thing in the morning. Now, I know that pretty much without fail, every morning I'm going to be pouring myself a nice hot cup of coffee, putting on my shoes, and going for a walk on the treadmill. So early on, to help me develop this habit, I started bringing my laptop down with me, and I would set it up right there at my little treadmill desk and kick off my walk with my 750 word brain dump. Then when I was done, usually about 17 minutes into the walk, I'd close my laptop, bump up the speed, and continue with my walk. This helped immensely. It was so effective that I really developed a taste for it. And so even now, long after it's become a habit, that's still my preferred way to do these brain dumps every morning. If you're over there thinking, this sounds like a lot, what are the benefits I can expect here? You're not alone. When I emailed my list about this, someone wrote back and said, I'm skeptical, convince me. So I've written down just a few of my favorites here, and I will continue to check back and update this list. So first up, I found as early as day 2 that I was feeling lighter after doing my brain dump in the morning. Just clearing cobwebs and putting some words down on paper, getting into that rhythm really did do some kind of magic in my brain and cleared some space. I also found over time that it helped promote deeper reflection. Oftentimes we need space and quiet to work out how we even feel about certain things, what we even think about what's happened to us, what we're feeling right now, choices we're going to make in the future. There's just a lot to process in the course of a day. And even these 17 minutes of focused time has helped me do that, which I think is pretty incredible. It serves a practical purpose. Oftentimes I would make little notes to self in the course of my brain dump. And then when I was done, I'd go back and copy and paste them and transfer them over to my Asana so that I didn't lose track of them. Now, something I didn't expect but have really appreciated is that the process of writing without editing my words and without going back to change words or fix typos or punctuation has honed my skill at unencumbered drafting, like just straight up creating on the page, even if it's not, Shakespeare. Seeing the little red squiggles under those typos, feeling the discomfort that wells up, but continuing on anyway is a really valuable skill and one that, frankly, I don't allow myself to practice enough. So obviously this will depend on how you choose to use your writing time, but if you struggle with this kind of endless self-censoring and editing, give the brain dump a try and try not to correct your own mistakes. Finally, the big one. By building this practice into my daily routine, I found that hours later, when I would sit down to actually write something on purpose for my business, a blog post or an email, I felt so much more joy and ease and clear-headedness than I ever used to on a consistent basis. And I can only attribute that to this new practice because it's the only part of my routine that's changed. And the reason I think this is such a big deal is that if you have set a goal for yourself to write more in 2023, then anything that you can do to make the actual writing process more joyful and easier on yourself, it's worth experimenting, right? Because then you're going to want to do it more. Now, a cool part of this is you don't need anything special to get started, but if you're looking for a platform on which to give this a try, I highly recommend 750 words. I've linked it for you down below, and when you go there, you'll notice it's quite a pared down interface, which is perfect. There's no menu of formatting options. There's no option to post it publicly or send it out anywhere. It's really just a blank screen with a date at the top and a word count at the bottom. As you type, the site will scroll automatically for you and it will keep track of your word count, saving as you go. And the best part, when you hit that 750 word mark, the word count will change from black to green. It's oddly satisfying. There's no cost to getting started. They offer a 30-day free trial. From there, if you want to become a member of the site and use it ongoing, it's just $5 a month. Now, since I started using the site, they released a beta version 2.0, which I haven't tried yet, so I'll have to give it a try. But if you have, drop a comment. Let me know what you think so far. No matter what version you're using, there are a few little bells and whistles at the end that can help keep you interested and coming back for more. As you know, they keep track of your word count and the time it took you to reach that word count. They calculate your words per minute rate, as well as any estimated distraction. So if you click away from the window, for example, they'll count that as a distraction from your writing session. They also generate these cute little colorful pie charts that use the content of what you've written to make educated guesses at the predominant emotion you were feeling as you were writing, or the topic or theme that you were most concerned about. They share info about your mindset while you were writing, whether you were most oriented to the past, present, or future, your most frequently used words. Anyway, it's really cool. It's fun to take a spin through and compare over time. But even with all those fun little features, the website itself is totally secure. You don't have to worry about your information being shared or sold. Creators have made it clear that they have no intention to ever accept advertising of any kind so that your information will remain protected. So what do you think? Are you going to give this a try? I'd love to know. Or if you're already using it, let me know that too. Let's all write together more in 2023, friend. And by the way, if you'd like more tips like this to help you bring more ease and joy to your writing, as well as resources like this that I find helpful along the way and want to share with you, go ahead and join my email list linked down below.